Most guys wonder before they get in shape, if they get jacked and build a lean movie star type physique, are they going to be more attractive to women, get better dating opportunities? And a lot of guys do think this is the cheat code. This is the end all be all. Once you get in shape, everything changes. You have girls flocking to you all the time, but that's not necessarily the case. And a lot of guys think this is the cheat code or the silver bullet, and life just gets easy after that. It can be if you understand how to actually leverage building a good physique to make your entire life better. Not just dating and obviously becoming more attractive, but business opportunities, respect from other men, and literally every single interaction you have on a daily basis. But you need to understand the truth about getting in shape and how to actually utilize it to your advantage. So number one thing you need to understand is attractiveness is not all about looks. So obviously building a good physique is going to make you more attractive physically. We cannot deny that being lower body fat, being in shape, having a sharper jawline is going to get you more attention. Of course it is. But the truth is what it does is signal to other people that you take care of yourself. You're saying, I'm healthy, I spend time looking after myself, I respect myself, so therefore you should. But if you are in shape, you have a great physique, but as soon as you open your mouth, you have nothing to say. Maybe you're anxious. Maybe you lack confidence or self-belief. You are basically amplifying that, because what getting in shape does and building a good physique, it amplifies whatever you already are. So if you're really confident, you're going to be extremely confident, charismatic. People are going to feel magnetized by your presence. However, if you are anxious, lacking that confidence, maybe you're a bit geeky and nerdy and you don't know what to say and you get shy, you're going to be 10 times more shy in other people's perceptions. So it's really, really important that when you are building this physique, you are also building that confidence as well. Women are actually attracted to energy, presence, and your leadership and your unwavering self-belief more than your muscle. Your muscle is just a signal and a way to open the door to get more women to come to you, to show that you're healthy, attractive, take care of yourself, all those things I mentioned before. But as I said before, your energy and leadership and presence is 10 times more important. And the reason that is because that aura, that presence, when someone walks in a room and everyone's drawn to them and they immediately notice them, it's never because of their physique. I know tons of bodybuilders and guys with amazing physiques, but they're extremely meek and timid, and they have no aura. They have no substance to them. And the way you actually get that is by having unwavering self-belief. And this is going to lead to the second point, which is basically you need to make sure that your entire identity is not wrapped around going to the gym. Even if it is your profession or you plan on becoming a bodybuilder, have other things about you. Become an onion. Be a person that every time someone speaks to you, they get surprised. They can't believe that you do other things, because things are 10 times more impressive when it's not the only thing you do. It's just a part of your skill set or your skill pool. Now, I used to be really addicted to a game called RuneScape. Basically, if you don't know, it's like an MMORPG. You join a world, you have a bunch of different skills, like 27 different skills: farming, attack, defense, range, magic, whatever. You have a bunch of different skills that you have to level up over time, and it's just basically a grinding simulator. But you need to look at yourself as your character in your own video game and become the main character. But look at who you are as a person and start leveling up each skill. That is how you become this multi-dimensional figure, or this jacked Renaissance man. Not only are you in shape, but you can also ride motorcycles. Maybe you can write poetry. You can do a bunch of different things. Maybe you can code. You want to have these layers so that every time someone speaks, you actually have something interesting to say. You have different experiences to pull from, to talk about. And this is what's going to make you magnetic. This is really, really important, because when your whole identity becomes fitness, as I said earlier, it amplifies who you already are. So you're just going to become a gym bro, and people are already going to have assumptions about you because of that attention you bring in. So more people are going to notice you, more people are going to make that presumption about you, that perception, and more people are going to think that you are basically just a dumb gym bro. So it's really, really important you use your physique as the foundation to build your other areas of your life from. As I said, it's much more impressive if you have this physique and it's just one skill set that you've acquired over time. And basically what I call this is skill acquisition. Basically just stacking a bunch of different skills over time, over the period of your life, rather than going in and becoming, the best bodybuilder you can be or building the best physique you can. maybe you have an 8 out of 10 physique, but you're a 7, 8, 9 out of 10 in other areas, and that makes you a much more interesting and magnetic person. The real benefits from getting in shape are going to be really subtle. It's not going to be a flock of women coming to you, chasing you down the street because you're shirtless and they all just want to sleep with you immediately. No, it's going to be really small things that you may not even pick up on a daily basis, but they're going to stack over time. For example, your clothes are going to start fitting better. You can go to Walmart, pick up a $2 white tee, and it's going to look like a $500 fitted custom shirt. These benefits are going to pay dividends, but the dividends are going to be small. As I said, it's not going to be all at once. It's not going to be like you won the lottery. It's going to be, you're getting $1 here, $1 there. And these are going to stack over time, but they're going to give you those opportunities I spoke about earlier. It's also going to be just the way you carry yourself. You're going to have that unwavering self-belief. You're going to walk in a room and feel confident that you can talk to anyone. You can, I don't know, hold yourself in a conversation. You actually believe in yourself that you're capable of making change in this world, because that's all you're doing when you're taking your physique from, out of shape, fat, skinny fat, whatever your position is, skinny, and you're building muscle. You're literally just proving to yourself that you can stick to a decision for a long time, because don't get me wrong, building a good physique takes time, but you can stick to it and literally change reality. And once you know you can do that, that affects every single area of your life. I can't tell you the amount of people I've worked with who, as soon as they actually made the decision to get in shape, everything starts clicking. They start going, okay, hold on a second. I hate my job. I hate my current situation. I can literally just quit. You end up having the agency to actually take action in your life. So you look at your job, you assess it, you say, this isn't benefiting me at all. This isn't going anywhere. You quit. Okay, I want to change to a different industry. You do that, you start getting paid more. I've seen this time and time again, just because people realize they are actually the main character in their own life. But it's going to be small changes, like your posture is going to change. You're going to walk around with more authority, more confidence. And as I said, these things just come up and pay you dividends in every single interaction. You're not going to notice them all at once. It's not going to be an overwhelming feeling like, oh my God, I finally made it. No, it's not going to be like that at all. It's going to be really subtle changes. But if you analyze your surroundings and your interactions on a day-to-day basis and the trajectory of your life, you will see the changes. You won't be able to miss it. Now, and through these small interactions you're going to have on a daily basis, you're basically going to get a confidence feedback loop. A lot of people ask, how do you build confidence? Well, confidence comes from being competent at something. For example, if you ask me to go deep ocean diving, I'm not going to be very confident because I definitely don't know how to do that. However, if it's something I've done all the time, for example, going to the gym, I've done that thousands and thousands of times, of course I'm going to be confident. It doesn't even matter what gym I go to. I can walk in there, I know how to use the machines, I know how to exercises, I can talk to people that go to the gym because I have something in common with them. It's all about repetitiveness. So that is one way to build confidence. That's one of the main pillars. However, the second pillar is this feedback loop I'm talking about. So when you speak to men, they're going to respect you more just because you take care of yourself. I mean, of course they're going to respect you more. If you're fat and out of shape, people automatically just see you. They don't see you. You're invisible, but you're going to start having conversations with people. People are going to be interested in you. People are going to say, hey, nice body. This is just it. Increasing that self-belief, but also you're reaffirming you are the man you want to become. So number 2 is not only when that is going to be increased through other men talking to them, getting respect, but also women, of course, better interactions with women. As I said, you're going to have more opportunities. Talking to women, dating is a skill set, just like anything else. It's not like one day you wake up and you're amazing at it. No, it's through opportunities. So when you get in shape, you're going to have more opportunities. Yeah, you're probably going to have more failures as well. But again, you just focus on a skill in a video game and you keep improving that over time. You're going to build that confidence, that competency, and you're going to become better at it. And this is going to affect every single area of your life. If you're starting to notice this, once you get in shape, it's a cascade effect throughout every single experience you have on a daily basis. The thing the majority of people miss, and a lot of guys really make this mistake, they make their physique their entire identity. You have to look at your physique as the cover art. Let's say you have an album, right? This is the outside. This is the first thing people are see. It's going to give you an insight into what's actually inside, but you need to pair those songs with other skills. As I said earlier, you need to be good at communicating. You need to be charismatic. You need to be confident. You need to have purpose in your life, a greater purpose than just your physique, something much larger where you're helping other people that's going to make you fulfilled and give you a North Star to always work to, right? So many guys these days are almost in a situation where they do their 9 to 5, which there's nothing wrong with doing the 9 to 5, right? We all got to pay the bills. They go to their job. They play video games, they go to the gym. They do that on repeat and they know they're capable of more. There's all these adventures, all these things they want to do in their life, but they just haven't built that confidence yet because they put too much of their identity around just their physique. And that is the last thing you want to do. You just want it to be one aspect of who you are. You need to have good style. You need to be emotionally in control. Basically, you just want to build yourself into the best possible version of yourself. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot, right? Because especially when maybe you lose a bit of momentum with work, whatever it is, you start thinking, oh, what is the meaning of life? That's probably one of the worst things you can ask yourself. Never worry about what the meaning is. Make the meaning becoming the best version of yourself and progressing in all areas. Use your physique as the foundation and build on top of that. Start noticing the subtle changes you get in your daily life that are going to improve your dating, your career, your opportunities, your energy, your presence, everything. The way you speak, right? You speak with weight. You actually mean what you say. You don't just say things and fold because you know you can't actually back up your words or you don't actually truly believe in yourself. Use this as the launch pad for success in every single area of your life. And once you start looking at it like this, everything will change. You'll start noticing all these benefits. And as I said, they're small dividends. It's not like a flock of women are going to come to you over time, but you're going to have better opportunities to date better quality women that most of you guys want. And this is really where you're going to see the benefits. So does getting jacked help you get more women? Yes, of course it does. But if you utilize it to your advantage and you don't become a lonely gym bro who's stuck in a rut.